What's up everyone, and welcome to another YuGiOh Duel video. So today is the day you can unlock Zone as a playable character. As you can see on screen right now, 2.3 million points and defeat a raid boss, which I have already achieved. But now we are going to go into the duel itself. So as you can see right now, the current progress for the Zone event itself, I managed to actually go over that in that way. And not to mention, because I did the assist duels on multiple points of occasion when I farmed for this event. So currently I actually accumulated a lot of points within one day, and now let's just head towards the turbo duel itself. So right now we are using Yusei Fudo's Shooting Star Dragon deck, and actually it's one of the few best decks to have against raid bosses, especially since most of the raid bosses appear in 5Ds. Well, aside from the ones in Dark Side Dimensions and also in Zexal, if I remember it is. Yeah, Zexal. But aside from that, most of the raid boss duels comes from the form for 5Ds especially. If I remember correctly, the first one was actually from the 5Ds for the Dark Signers. But now raid boss duels has become quite common nowadays, and I do think that it's an interesting mechanic overall, and I do hope to see much more further improvements in the upcoming future.
My turn. I will set a monster. I will set a card. I am my turn. It's your turn now.
It's go time! My turn.
Alright, so now since we have Stardust Dragon in play, let's begin the duel. Alright, so we actually can go for multiple summons during this turn. As you can see, I have a pretty decent looking hand overall. Let's normal summon Junk Changer onto the field. Increases level by 1. Special summon our Junk Servant onto the field. And go into our own copy of Stardust Dragon just like that. And now let's bring out our Quick Draw Synchron and discard Quillbolt Hedgehog real quick. So we can go into a level 7 Synchro monster. Preferably I'll be using Junk Berserker because that auto destroy cards face down anyways. So that's a pretty good card for you, especially for certain cards that have certain like trigger effects. So let's begin. And now we can activate the skill for Shooting Star Road and bring out Formula Synchron. Put the top cards on the deck just like that. Wonderful. So now we can go into our Shooting Star Dragon with our first card.
Let's rev it up. Spread your wings and appear, Shooting Star Dragon.
And now let's activate Shooting Star Dragon's effect. Top 5 cards. So the first 3 are already a guaranteed tuner monsters. Second and the 4th and 5th one are actually random cards altogether. So based on the number of cards revealed for top 5 cards, I'll be having 3 attacks for this turn. Since Quillbolt and Power Guardians are not tuner monsters, obviously, that means I got 3 attacks for this turn. Aside from that, I have in the Turbo Duel, I have these skills I can activate. Remove 4, play a tuner from your deck or hand. Remove 6, once per turn, play the following monsters. Red Dragon Archery, blah blah blah. Attack of all synchro monsters multiplied by 5 until the end of turn. Can be used once per duel with 3 level 7 or 8 dragon type synchro monsters on the field. Or in your graveyard, return all to your extra deck. Then play a shooting Quasar Dragon from outside of your deck onto the field and is treated as a synchro summon. Alright. So since this is the case, let's activate the third skill of multiplying all my attack points by 5. And we can essentially win the match in a very fast paced manner. So thanks to Junk Berserker's effect of destroying that face down easily, and 1 hit KO Zone at 4.6k.
I wish I could see the new.
Everyone has the capability
Actually
to
46k, not 4.6k.
Why can't you understand that?
So that's actually a basic and quite fast way for you to defeat Zone using a Shooting Star Dragon with multiple attack points. You can power him up with Power Guardians or any equipped spells that you feel are useful and can help you deal much more points of battle damage. So just like that on our first turn as well. And we got Daikanto, sadly, but I already have a prismatic version anyway from the drop, so I'm just fine with it. And now we get to the part where we will actually be unlocking Zone as a playable character. Cephalon, the ultimate Time Lord. Ooh, there's an animation. Oh, that actually looks pretty decent. It has that kind of celestial vibe to it. But yeah, we finally unlocked Zone as a playable character just like that. And to be honest, I don't actually like this part of the animation where you only see his hands in high definition while the rest of his body is pretty much out of detail. But besides the point, I hope they change it or actually increase the quality when you zoom in on Zone's face when you go into a duel with him anyways. But besides the point, since we unlocked a legendary duelist, the best thing to do now is to check out what are his level up rewards, especially for Zone as a character himself. So let's see, at level 3 we'll have Raffion the Time Lord, at level 7 we have Kamion the Time Lord, at level 11 we have Metaion the Time Lord, and finally we have our second copy of Raffion, first copy of Zaphion. Is that our first copy of Zaphion? Yeah, that is our first copy of Zaphion. Huh, that's pretty interesting. And if you keep scrolling, we'll have 3 copies of Raffion, and also 3 copies of Kamion, and finally our third copy of Metaion, the Time Lord. So essentially, it's basically a Time Lord built all the way. But the fact that Time Lords require you not to have any monsters, which is kind of like if you think of your Senju playstyle for one of an example if you think about it. But at the same time, yeah. So that's it, we managed to unlock Zone as a playable character. And as per usual, when it comes to these kind of events when there's a new legendary duelist to be unlocked, there's definitely bound to be an upcoming main box or mini box featuring the character, as well as certain cards that support the Time Lord, as you saw from the different raid boss duels against Zone himself. So anyways, I think that's it, and I hope you guys managed to unlock him as a playable character, and I hope to see you real soon in the upcoming future. So goodbye, stay safe, and keep dueling. Have fun with Zone, the first armless character in YuGiOh Duel Links. And to be frank, I actually like the character design. I actually think that this should be the face that when you go to duel with him, instead of the one where he's zoomed out from the high definition one where we see only the hands with high definition while the face is quite blurry. Yeah, I think I would prefer this one over that anytime, any day. So anyway, goodbye, have fun everyone with this event, and keep farming for this entire event for the Time Lord cards. And I am actually happy to let you guys know I managed to obtain my Time Lord, Sandayon, and also Michion 1 copy of each. So right now, since Sephion is not yet obtainable for this duration, so there's definitely gonna be a UR card inside the upcoming main box or mini box featuring the Time Lords as one of the few main archetypes. But whatever other archetypes will be introduced in it, we do not know, but we'll see about that real soon. So anyways, have fun with this event. I hope you guys manage to unlock Zone and also accumulate enough of the Time Lord cards to build a basic Time Lord deck overall. If not, just keep farming I guess, because the main box or mini box coming soon may have some level 4s that will actually feature much more important ways to play the Time Lord archetype. So until then, stay safe and have a great day ahead of you. Goodbye and good night.